Hello, and welcome back to Coin Lady channel. In this video, I'll be discussing the opinions of 5 different chart analysts. I think this is the quiet before the storm, and different analysts will have different predictions for when Bitcoin will reach a new all-time high. But let's be honest, we all know what's going to happen. I, who am not an analyst, can see that as well. However, the question remains, will it actually take place this year? Can that much time really pass? For the simple reason that change is constant and crypto? Or are we going to have to be waiting further into next year? What does that imply for the future of XRP's price? One analyst, I can tell you, thinks $1.05 for XRP is still possible in the near future. I also have another analyst who agrees that XRP is being undervalued at the moment. And I'll give you the complete picture later on in the video. However, if you take a step back and look at the larger picture, XRP is still worth $27. But before going further, I want to be clear, I do not have a financial background of any type. I am not offering financial advice. Nothing I say or write should be used as a basis for making any financial decisions. I'm merely a hobbyist that occasionally posts films to YouTube about crypto-related subjects. Moreover, for kicks. As I write this, XRP is trading at 61 cents, and the cryptocurrency market as a whole has been somewhat volatile over the past 36 hours, with Bitcoin currently sitting at $36,760. There is a 69 on your crypto fear and greed index. It appears that local sentiment has been stable for some time now. And despite some major volatility over the previous week, if you look back here, there has been a lot of sideways straightening, but it ain't gonna be stable. We probably continue on like this for quite some time. In reality, I did publish the following yesterday, includes the phrase "this is from credible crypto," which refers to one of my favorite chart analysts. Bitcoin has been refueled and is ready to resume its moon trip, he said in part. That happened just yesterday, to be precise. And now, less than 24 hours later, someone named Jaden replied to him on social media site X, writing, "It's done nothing cred ... A bit worrying. Nothing seems to bother this person either. But at that point, I suppose it was maybe 18 hours later, and Bitcoin hadn't moved. So, just because he says Bitcoin is all set to launch doesn't imply it will happen instantly. Just what I see in the charts, he is saying. Detailed justifications follow. Also, I read a good chunk of that yesterday, so I'd rather not reread it all again. However, he did reply to Jaden's plausible crypto with the words, "Do not mistake consolidation for weakness." Credible crypto enthusiasts continue to believe that a new all-time high in Bitcoin's price will be achieved this year. And he's one of the few people who have that view. Indeed, I pray he is correct. Sometimes the minority opinion absolutely is accurate. And you know, most famously, when I think about that concept, I look back to the blockchain backer. He had a sincerely held belief, which was a real minority viewpoint. Indeed, he made a perfect point. He correctly predicted that Bitcoin's price would peak at that time, and since then, everyone and their brother has been predicting that the blockchain would crash. He was sane, after all. Indeed, he was right. Therefore, a credible crypto expert's minority view here doesn't mean he's necessarily wrong. God forbid he's wrong. Timeliness, however, can be elusive in this context. However, many other credible analysts say, even while they don't necessarily feel that's likely to happen this year, it's still worth keeping an eye on. They anticipate it happening in the near future. I mean, we're at the end of 2023, already time be flying son. So, to emphasize the point, let's look at the money made by chart analysts. The following Bitcoin hashtag was written by him on the Bitcoin USD chart he just shared. To avoid punishing leveraged traders and encouraging impatient traders to sell too soon, I think we should range here for a while. There will inevitably be trap candles beyond the safe zone. And, you know, that's very much in line with what respectable cryptocurrencies were earning at the time of consolidation. I see your point. That doesn't make it any less of a strength, he argues, despite what people claim. And income sharks believe it is likely that we will continue to move in a horizontal plane, potentially for the rest of the year. There is always the chance that something unexpected will happen. And something that may be a major deal, though you probably shouldn't call it a wild card at this point because it's so well known, is the approval of spot Bitcoin ETFs. Even if we do have a blast-off for Bitcoin, which is pretty reasonable to surmise, it doesn't mean that it's going to be something that is long-lived, and it could be moved back to the downside. I'll talk more about this, probably in a separate video, but I'll just say this. And either way, I don't care that much. The exhilaration that ensues is always enjoyable, of course. When price action occurs, we all agree it's fine to laugh it up. But the bigger ramifications, the greater consequences for all of us would be over a much longer time period as real money flows in. But when the news breaks, that doesn't imply that all the money that will flow in over the span of years and decades is now it will take time. It said, it's possible for it to occur at any time, whether it's this November or December. And perhaps in the month of January. If I had to give you a date, I'd say that by March we'd know for sure whether or not the current batch of spot Bitcoin ETFs will be approved. We are, once again, nearing the close of the year 2023. We won't have to wait too much longer, then. Even if we don't witness a Bitcoin all-time high this year, we could still see really exciting market activity. Here's a crypto analyst's take on the situation. Bitcoin price chart in USD was also published by Caesar, along with the prediction that the cryptocurrency will reach its all-time high in 2024. In my view, the monotony of the 4-year cycle persists. Despite the passage of time, we stand by the decision we took a year ago. Time will tell. So there you have it, an analyst who has consistently had a bullish stance has now admitted that they are wrong about this year's outcome. And then he started to question what it all meant, because Bitcoin is the market leader and all. Here's what Dark Defender, a chart analyst, had to say about XRP. Here you can see a chart of the XRP/USD exchange rate. Our 5-wave structure has not been invalidated because XRP closed above the 61.31 cent daily time frame. As he merely noted, corrective structure in 4-hour time frame is over. XRP is in the oversold area now. We can expect a move to 66.49 cents first. So once more, pause to take notice that at the time of recording, XRP is trading at 61.49 cents. And then Dark Defense states weekly frame is in progress. We will examine whether it closes over 61.31 cents. To conclude, he says that a range of 87 cents to $1.05 is still on the table. There you have it. He claims that this does not disprove the idea. And it appears that would be the case if it were to occur, possibly in the shorter time frame. Then there's Greg Crypto's analysis. It's merely an XRP price chart, as he mentioned, and you mentioned the XRP exchange rate. An X-Factor addition costs $1,618.27. Now, just so we're all on the same page, tomorrow doesn't necessarily indicate that this is going to happen. Even while I hope this is reached in the next market cycle, I expect that I will have sold all of my XRP long before then. But if somebody tries to charge me more for it, I'll be their champion. However, I am unsure if that is going to occur. Nonetheless, I don't find it absurd. I don't think it's unreasonable to assume that XRP may hit $27. After all, nobody knows for sure how high it could go. However, I'd start to lose faith in the market cycle if individuals were to predict that XRP would hit 3 figures. You're getting far up there now. Not that a future XRP price of $100 or more is impossible, that doesn't sound too far-fetched to me. Only if we're talking about that range of years. In other words, I don't think that in the next year and a half or however long it takes, there will be enough money moving into crypto as an asset class to see that happen. However, we're not talking about something incredibly broad here. The forthcoming monthly close hold 2 stated is of great significance, he argues. A handful of his forecasts had the bears coming out on top, with the bulls eating their dust later. Here's the pessimistic prognosis. XRP is on the cusp of 5.5 cents. Prepare for XRP to potentially drift into the yellow triangle zone if November closes below it and a bearish candle pattern occurs. Okay, that sounds extremely sad. If XRP manages to close the month above 5.5, or somewhere around 60 cents to 61 cents, it will be the first monthly candle closure in an upward trend, which is sad, but here's the bullish perspective. Notices were put up like that. That's a price tag that's not too far off from what Dark Defender was mentioning. Then, remembering the December 2017 candle's top blow-off and April 2020, he thinks it's fantastic that closures have been trending downward in the past. Luminary of one's bull run. Therefore, that is a major consideration. You don't have to be a chart man to appreciate the significance of the break in the downtrend. Obviously, I'm not a suspect. I have no interest in becoming one. The idea behind this is straightforward. He goes on to declare that the XRP's monthly pricing will never again fluctuate in such a wide range. It's like laying the groundwork for a skyscraper, only that nobody ever sees the foundation. If the XRP army can keep $27 stable, it will serve as a rock-solid foundation for future pricing, much like XRP itself. That settles it. I hope it happens early too, because XRP, as you all know, it's my largest individual crypto holding. That is going to be a major source of the money that will change my life. So, I'm going to keep waiting patiently. But I think that we truly do, no matter which analyst you think is most likely true. Bitcoin is consistently first. And I believe the greatest is yet to come. As XRP holders, we have waited a long time and endured much in the way of bullshit from the SEC and other organizations, as well as nasty, freaking Bitcoin maxi trolls. However, we're getting close. We're closer now than ever before. I don't give advice on money matters. Please like and subscribe my channel. See you later, bye.